Well, hello there.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. It's good.
Awesome. How
All
you
right.
doing?
I'm great. Honestly, this is the first coaching session this year, and
Nice. Cool.
it's been a while since I had one as well, almost a month. Crazy. So yeah, how about you?
Not too bad. Yeah, just literally woke up like not too long ago.
Oh, different time zones, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
NA, okay, makes sense. Yes. Okay. Oh, you already sent me everything, which is very nice.
Yeah,
So yeah, go on.
I'm actually a member of your YouTube subscription crew, and I watch a lot of the videos.
Oh,
So I'm kind of like, okay, he's
nice.
gonna want the op.gg and
Oh,
all that
so
stuff.
so you did your homework basically.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So let's see what we have here. Wait, they play mage bot lane? That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
normally I try to do ADC, but then the person that I rank with likes to do ADC, so I just support him.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Your support to your APC. No, no, your support. Okay. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, and there's a couple of ADC games that I try to do, but then for
Hmm.
some reason I can never get those I can never get to win those.
Well, you did win the last couple.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what's your plan going forward, basically, right? That's the first question I have because this is more a unique situation that you have. I'm not used to this. What's your
Yeah,
plan?
so I just want to improve my
Hmm.
ADC gameplay and climb the ranks, hopefully to gold next season.
All right, interesting goal. Nice. Very doable as well. Oh my gosh, so many ads. Okay. So, step number one, I'm sure you know, right? Your champion pool, right? You wanna,
Hmm.
play some champs and not go like too many champions because it's gonna be too hard to be consistent, right? My opinion, like
Right.
being consistent is like one of the most important things because just like I don't know, I'll give you an example in aviation, for example, right? When something goes
Hmm.
wrong, just go back to your habits. That's what pilots do. Just go back to your training,
Okay.
right? It's like if you change your airplane every single time you fly, it's like it's harder to know exactly what you're supposed to do. You know, and like
That's
oh,
true.
something happens bot Drake. Oh, I know my strength, my power. I know how to react, right?
Hmm.
So, what champions do you feel like playing? Ashe, MF, I see some
Yeah, so
Jinx.
last split I played a lot of MF.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to focus more on Jinx
Okay.
on this split.
See, I think you play Jinx. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah, and that video, I will apologize in advance. The video is a little weird. The first little bit of it is going to be a low replay, and then
Oh,
eventually it's going to be a live recording. It's just
oh.
for some reason, like the recording didn't record the first couple of
I
minutes.
see. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm glad you stitched everything together. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Oh, you play on ultra wide as well. We have advantage here. It's crazy. All right. So good. We want to focus on Jinx. Perfect. Okay. And are you gonna play duo or solo?
Duo.
Hmm. Okay. So this is the same person that you supported. They're gonna play support for you
Hmm.
now, or
Yeah.
interesting,
The
interesting.
yeah, the Alamar person is the person I usually do duos with.
Hmm.
You'll see him. He's my support on this one.
I see. I see. Okay. Perfect. Good. Now that we got an introduction out of the way, let's see how we go about playing the game. You also have the skin that's based, all right?
I
So,
love it.
um, you probably know kind of how I'm gonna do this already, right? And number one thing is always, let's see, when do you press tab? You actually never press because replay. Let's try to pause it when we see the tab menu here, for example.
Instead of going river, I should have went.
We have tab. So I wanna like see the loading screen, right?
Mm, yeah.
Okay, probably a bit here. Perfect. Okay, good. So, right, game starts like champ select, of course, but loading screen basically,
Hmm.
and just want to look to see what's up. Right? So what do you think when you see this lane? What's your idea? How do you think about this?
I don't like Nautilus in our lane.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
being a jinx, pretty immobile,
Mm-hmm.
and my support doesn't really provide too much peel. So looking at the Nautilus, I want to position myself behind waves
Mm-hmm.
and try not to position myself in a situation where he can hook me.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that there was one of the things I noticed was that there was two ADCs, so I wasn't entirely sure which one was in the loading screen.
Yeah,
But then
sure.
once I got in there, I was like, okay, I'm laning against the Samira.
But you know
Um,
what's cool about this? First of all, what Gene AP? Anyway, what's cool
yeah.
about this is like imagine you're Samira bot or Jin bot, right? Whichever you
hmm
want. How do they engage on you? What scares you about them?
I don't care for Jin's follow up, like his W and then his E's. Like if pretty much if Nautilus like hooks me, I'm pretty much dead.
Okay, so you see how the ADC doesn't even matter. It's like the Nautilus, the hook. Right? That's actually what the
Right.
problem is, right? It's like, okay, we look at this lane. ADC, whatever, right? It's like Nautilus, right? He's got a hook. He's the engage. Nautilus misses hook, nothing really happens, right? So
hmm
that's what you gotta pay attention to, right? In laning phase, I want to just, okay, look at them and say, okay, what kills me? No, Nautilus hook. Okay, good. Perfect, right? And now it's like, okay, Nautilus lands hook, we know where that. We're in trouble at least, right? But let's say Nautilus
hmm
misses hook. Then, what's the plan then? What do we do? What do you think?
Ideally you'd want to trade,
Mm-hmm.
like trade back since he doesn't have his engage tool.
Perfect, right? So you're gonna see like lanes are kind of like this always, like back and forth around those powerful abilities. Same with Velko's E, for example, right? That's how we wanna
hmm
play, right? And of course, right, we
Right.
wanna, try to you do it with your support. So I'm sure oh, Velko's lands E, you try choppers, right? Of course, you kind of have the synergy already, probably. So
hmm
you kind of want to know how to like follow up your support, right? But basically, what we care about, why I want to look at loading screen, is to kind of get myself an idea. Okay, how do we play with my support against their champions, right? Basically, just want to think about what to expect, or you could also try to think about. I don't want to overwhelm you though. But you just want to really, really like have a plan, because otherwise going to a game is like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. If let's say Nautilus hooks Velcos, what do you do? Confusion, right? You want to think about that already. What do you think you should do?
Uh, I mean, ideally, probably position myself away from that. Maybe drop an E underneath them,
Okay.
like chompers.
So if one of you gets hooked, right? You have chompers,
hmm
basically. Right? Where do you place
hmm
chompers?
Probably right underneath the my support or myself.
Okay, so if you get hooked, why is that a problem?
Mhm.
What happens after you get hooked?
No, if I get hooked,
Or your
I'm
support. If one of you gets hooked, what happens after?
uh probably like an engage, like a really bad trade.
Okay, but who deals the damage?
Myself.
No, like in the enemies. Like why is the
Oh,
problem that you get
Samira.
hooked? Right? Samira can
Yeah,
go on you now, right? So
yeah.
if you get hooked and place chompers underneath you, does that prevent from Samira? That doesn't prevent Samira from engaging? Not really, right? So you
hmm
see, like this is like the little problems you wanna solve in loading screen.
Okay.
Velkos gets hooked. Okay, how do I follow? How do I do? Well, let's think about the idea of placing chompers like in front of Samira, so she can't really engage
Uh,
anymore. She can follow maybe, right? That's something
yeah.
cool we could do, right? And that makes our lane a bit easier. This is why I think about this
Okay.
so important, right? Getting like finding these funny little nice ideas can save you a lot of trouble in the early game, especially because I wanna put like pressure or emphasis on this early game because Jinx is early game is not the best, right? So the
Right.
easier it is for you, the easier it is to just get mid game, late game, right click you it, right? So yeah,
hmm
no, this hook someone try to block Samira always, right? Always try to block
Okay.
Samira when that happens, right? And then
Got
besides
it.
that, we're gonna talk about some things in laning phase. I wanna see how you play around
Mhm.
your support, right? It's very, very important. But basically, you just wanna play together with your support, and you wanna split the enemies as much as possible, right? And chompers is one good way to do it, for example, right? Okay,
hmm
let's talk about level 1 here. Do you always stay like tribush here?
Usually, So I try to do the whole thing where you
Mm-hmm.
talk about going slightly into the river.
All right.
I stay like more towards the mid side of that.
Okay.
But then I noticed that the enemy put a ward right there, so I wasn't entirely sure if I should position myself there.
Okay. So enemies placed the ward. But I think you can see the problem here. It's not that place the ward.
Mhm.
It's because we left base late, right? So probably because you did like mess with your recording and stuff, probably, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like really wanna like make sure you leave base early, right? If you leave the base early here instantly, there's no way they place a ward without you seeing them, right? So you're never
Got
gonna
it.
have this issue. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you know what to do level 1, sure. In this case, remember, like if you know it's warded, don't stay on vision if possible. Okay, it's not great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not great. All right, cool. Let's see how we handle this early phase, right? Okay, amazing. Wow, already this happens,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
before we continue here, right? What's the easiest way to
Mhm.
win the game? Like the first level,
Um,
first minion waves.
the first level.
First,
Play around the abilities. So if they have
sure.
abilities that are on cooldown,
Right,
you
so
can
it's
play on
like,
them.
yeah, level 1 is like, okay, no Nautilus, no hook. We're strong a little bit for like, I don't know, cooldown 10 seconds, whatever. Cool,
Mhm.
right? And then also you probably want to say play for level 2, right? I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So let's see how we react here. This happens, right? Right? So you see how here, we hit this minion, but we could just walk up. You see where your support is? You
Yeah.
could walk up, basic attack with a rocket, both of them. 100 damage, boom.
That's true.
Big, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Very big, right? So you really want to think about like landing phase being like, you know how like a rogue-like game is, right? Like maybe Binding of
Mhm.
Isaac or anything. It's like you start off early, small, don't deal that much damage and so on. And later it's eventually like you get big, you like one-shot everything. League is kind of like same. It's like a roguelike game where early on it's like you gotta hit them a lot, they die hard, takes a long time to kill them and so on. But like every little advantage you get kind of snowballs. It's crazy, right? Or have you
Mhm.
heard about another cool example? I don't know, like a game where you can like make money. Basically, you can spend money to make more money, right? It's
Mhm.
like the sooner you do it, the more income you generate over time, right? The harder it snowballs. It's same in league laning phase here. One basic attack here early could snowball out of control. Could mean you win the lane, then you win the Drake fights, then win mid game, and then you just win late game because of that little basic attack. It's insane what could happen, right? So wanna
Okay.
constantly look for these little objectives here and there, right? But basically, you also don't want to overthink, right?
Mhm.
Not use Mrs. Hook. We try to go do something. That's one rule you want to remember always. Cool.
Okay.
Another rule you want to remember is play with your support, right? Here you can tell you're not playing with your support, right?
Mhm.
So you are worried about getting level 2, getting minions, but there's more than one way to get level 2 first, The easiest way, or like the most obvious one, is to hit minions faster than enemies, so you get level 2 first, because you just kill more minions, right? But another
Right.
way to get level 2 is to just not let enemies hit the minions, right?
Oh, okay.
That's also like very powerful, and not many people think about it. And it's more powerful than just getting level 2 by hitting minions, right? Here, if you just walk up with your Velcros, you start hitting both of the rockets, go crazy. Nautilus is useless, can do anything. Samira basic attacks back, who cares? You still win, because Nautilus can do anything. And you could zone
Yeah,
them out, maybe, right? You just win so hard from that. Okay?
that makes sense.
So, while focus on minions is important to last hit, right? It's more important to like
Mhm.
focus on winning lane. Right? That's what matters more. Winning lane, not having CS numbers. Who cares about CS numbers? You want to focus on winning instead. Okay. This is huge. Insane. That's just crazy. Okay, good. So, what I like here is you just see the opportunity. Right? You play with your
Mhm.
support better here, right? This is nice. You see your Velcros going forward, he presses Q, they're stuck, you hit them. This is great. You play around the vision and brush. You have the mechanics to dodge. I'm glad that mechanics are not even a problem for you. Because Like I talked about this also before on stream once. Who knows if you were on live or not? But it's like there's like multiple ways to like when you start off in league, when you're like in bronze, silver ish. There's multiple ways to improve because you have so much to learn. And two of the primary ways is easiest one that most people do. You're just a god gamer. You have good mechanics no matter what you play, and you just dodge stuff and you're crazy, right? And looks like you have pretty good mechanics already, right? But the other thing that's holding you back most likely is the other thing, which is like macro and like actual knowledge about the game and how to make better decisions, right? Because this is not a fighting game. You gotta make decisions, right? It's not like just fight good mechanics. So that's what we're gonna focus on. Right? I never really focus on mechanics because those, learning mechanics, you really can't learn mechanics. I mean, I don't know, right? You just get used to the game. What else can you do, Just keep playing and your mechanics get better over time. When it comes to knowledge, though, it's something you can actively try to get better at. All right. So let's see what happens here. Try to poke Samira, sure. But yeah, I can already see we're starting to struggle a little bit here, right? I can see how you're unsure of what to do right now, right?
Yeah.
Now Velko says no E. It's kind of hard to push now for you in a way, right? So let's think about basically how to like what to do if you kill somebody both lane, basically, right? What do we do? Alright. So easiest answer, what do you think is? If you just kill Nautilus, what are you supposed to do?
Ideally, I'd want to push my wave into their turret and go back, maybe.
Cool. That's a great default thing you can do that works like 90% of the time without fail. Okay? So this is our goal today. This is what we're going to focus on today. This is the only thing you need to learn today. What can I do? What good habits can I implement to my gameplay without really changing much? That I can just go back to and do every time, and it just work. They just work, and I can do it consistently, and it's easy to understand and to follow, right? So you got to kill Nautilus, shove the wave. Doesn't matter where it's at, especially it's on their side. Just shove it, go as fast as you can. Here, use rockets on the casters, right? Right now, it's not the time to focus on Samira. Samira is gonna stay away. She's not really gonna do much. You're not gonna kill her. Right now is the time to use rockets on that wave. W on the minions, the cannon wave. You just go crazy on the minions. Right? You push this under turret, you recall. Right? Because you don't do this, you focus on Samira, you don't like instantly hit the wave because you're unsure what to do. Now this happens. It's not fully crashed. Nautilus is back. I don't have vision, enemy jungler. Oh my god. Right? And another reason why pushing instantly after a kill is because if enemy jungler is here now, I mean, they don't have support. They're 2v2, whatever. You win. Doesn't matter. You're a bigger wave, you win, right? But if you wait now and you get ganked, it's going to happen from time to time because you're unlucky. Enemy jungler starts stop and full crazy into you. It's going to happen. You're dead, right? You're ahead, now you're behind, right?
You're right.
So that's the easiest habit we can already implement, right? Okay. And we want to get rid of this overstaying. Here you push the wave, though, finally, cool. Go back, recall. Okay, you took an extra wave because it happens. We make mistakes. This was recall. Recall. Don't overstay. Here we overstay for what? What's your objective here, basically, right? I mean, even if you land the double, is that gonna change anything? I don't know. It's like it doesn't matter if you hit them or not. If then jungle here are screwed anyway. It's like you can stay, right? And now we see how because we overstayed, and now you recall. If they shove this, you just lose the entire wave, right? And even worse, your support now could get 1v2'd or 1v3'd from the jungle, who knows?
Right.
So this is what happens here. This is basically what happened, right? But you see how it's so cool that all you have to do is just implement one habit, and that's it. Good. That's all you need to do. Just get kill, shove, recall. That's it. Every time without fail. You're never gonna make this mistake again. Okay.
Got it.
Cool. Now, let's talk about another cool habit that this habit is so important that it transitions into mid game in a really cool way as well, in late game as well. And I think you know what I'm talking about right now because you did your homework, right? Do you think? Do you know?
Yeah. Usually in this situation, I'd probably be pressing tab, seeing where my teammates are at, who has what, who's winning, and checking on objectives and stuff like that.
Okay, but how do you think you can do it consistent every time so you don't miss details? And what should you really focus on?
Not sure.
Right, so you remember how loading screen we talked about, what to do in laning phase, the hook, choppers, where to place them. Good. We just make a plan, we know what to do, play level 2. Okay. Now, we have like a second loading screen now, right? Look, we have like 30 seconds to walk back to lane. It's crazy. So pressing tab to see items, I mean, sure, you can do that. See who's winning, I mean, you can do that, but does it really matter for our lane? Does it matter if top lane is winning for our lane? Not really, right? You don't need to focus that. So this habit, right, of just looking on a map, extract information, and figure out what to do, like another loading screen, it's very easy to do at the start of the game because there's less variables, right? Mid lane, who cares about mid lane? Top lane, who cares about top lane, right? What matters for us right now is, okay, bot lane and jungler, because he can be bot too. Mid lane, they don't really roam non-stop. It's not happening that much, right? Don't need to worry about it. So, okay, how do we do this? I basically always have like 4 steps in mind, basically like a checklist. I'll never forget what to do, right? Okay, I'm looking at the map. Okay, look at the map, not at the tab menu. What do we know? What do we do? Basically, right? So first couple steps, first 2 of them, you can do in whichever order you want. I usually start with enemies because it's easier. And just look at enemies. Okay, what are the enemies doing? What are they up to? What's happening? What do you think here?
Let's see. I mean, in hindsight, I see that the Samir was trying to go back for
Okay,
some reason.
so Samira is recalling. I mean, even think about it. Why is Samira recalling?
She probably needs to go back because she probably has money now.
Yes, so
So
she never recalled
the
this game, right?
Nautilus.
She never
Yeah,
recalled, right? Alright, so you think, okay,
yeah.
she probably pushed this. Now she wants to recall. Okay, cool. Amazing. Okay, Nautilus is, if Samira recalls Nautilus, I don't know, maybe he's just gonna chill around, maybe roam, who knows. Okay, cool. He's bot lane
Yeah.
right now. Okay, good. And enemy jungler? What do you think? If you have no vision on the
Enemy
map.
jungler
If you don't
at
see him,
this
no vision on
moment.
the map. Because this
Yeah,
is a
I
replay,
didn't.
right? So here you probably don't
Yeah,
know where they are,
exactly.
right? Okay. So right now the jungler could be anywhere you don't know, but no, sometimes it's good to assume they might be bot just in case, right? Okay. But okay, cool. But what we know here is the most important thing, right? Samira is recalling. Okay, great. Good, Samira is recalling. Good. Done. We don't do any decisions that don't make any plans yet. We're not finished. Step number 2. Okay, we look at allies. Okay. Alright. What's my jungler doing, for example? Where's my jungler?
Top lane or
Okay, my
top
jungler is
jungle.
top. Perfect, that's it. What he's doing, I don't care. He's top lane. Perfect. So he cannot help us both if something happens. Perfect. Cool. Now, what's my support doing? What is he up to?
Just hanging out, hanging out bot lane.
So he's bot
I'm
lane.
assuming.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's like either trying to hold the wave there or poke them down.
Okay. But, this is a replay, right? But in game, I always want you to, this is a good habit to have. When you go back to lane, keep your camera on the lane and on the minion wave. It's very important, okay? Because you just figure out what's happening easier that way. Okay.
Got it.
Right. So your support was just chilling here. Okay, good. But what do you think? Do they need to recall? Do they not? Well, I don't know. Not important right now. But you just do their bot. Cool. We just got information. Listen top. Okay. Wukong, sorry. Perfect. Now, let's go to step number 3, which is Drakes and turrets and objectives, right? Okay, what's happening? Objectives? Well, right now, there's nothing up really. Drake soon, but, jungle is top. Turrets can be objectives, but not really early game. So, yeah, there's nothing. See, we just skip a step. It's that simple, right? Cool. Now, step number 4. Okay, now it's your turn. Your turn to do something. Now you need to think about, what do I do? And you do that based on the minion wave. This is why your camera also used to be bought, right? As an ADC, it's like, imagine enemies push a big wave in your turret. What can you do if that happens? What are your options?
If they're pushed up.
If they just push a big wave into your turret, what's happening? What do you do? What are you supposed to do?
Do my best to collect or get last hits.
Okay,
And
perfect,
then I know
right?
that they have, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
but
that with that they have prio, so then they have the freedom to do other things.
okay, but you see how you never said big wave under my turret? I'm gonna go Drake. No, big wave under turret. I grab wave. It is what it is, right?
Right.
So there's the only thing you can do. Just grab the wave, right? So ADCs, especially, are very reliant, very dependent on what's happening in the minion wave, right? You can't really move if there's minion wave. That's not good for you and so on, right? And again, 90% of the times, fix your wave, do something with the wave, and then do something else. Don't do the opposite, right? Who cares about the 10% when maybe you should have skipped a wave? That's for like trying to get GM and charger. Doesn't matter. You don't need that. Whatever. Who cares? Look at the wave. Your wave tells you what to do, basically, right? And those previous steps, like look at the map, where are enemies, allies. Just think about it a little bit, right? So okay, now we look here. Look at this wave. Okay, it's here. Cool. You also know Samira recalled. Okay. So, what do we think? What's the idea here? What do we think? What's going to happen in the near future? What do you think?
In the near future, the enemy bot lane is definitely going to be coming back stronger.
Yes. Okay, they're going to be stronger. They're going to buy items, but whatever. Not necessarily like stronger, right? Especially because you got a kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, they're going to come bot. Cool. Junglers are top. No objective top. No way the Drake is being here. Okay. So it's like bot lane only situation, basically, right? Okay. So, again, wave, right? Basically, let's say there's a Drake fight. What are you supposed to do if there's a Drake fight? Hypothetically, right? Just think about it. What can you do with the wave so you can join a Drake fight?
Definitely want to push the wave as much as I can.
You just push it. Good stuff. Great. Let's say, okay, my jungler is top, and his jungler nowhere to be seen. What do you do with the wave if that's happening?
Try to keep it where it's at.
Yeah, just try to chill. You don't know yet if the jungle could be here. If you try to push like crazy, you might get ganked, right? Okay. So basically, in a way, you see how your jungler a lot of the times can kind of tell you how to play the game as well. So if your jungler is top, maybe you don't want to go too crazy. You never know, right? That's a cool idea to keep in mind, right?
Yeah.
But then you have like some situations where both junglers are top. We know they recalled. So what do I do now, right? But basically, when it comes to the wave, what can you do to the wave? How many options do you have when it comes to a wave? What can you do?
So you can freeze it, push it, and you can do like a slow push kind of thing.
Okay. Anything else? Do you think or no?
I know that there's like one more. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay. But what if I told you there's less? Would you believe me or would you say I'm crazy?
I would believe you.
Okay. So you said the first one, pushing, right? Okay. Let's say you wanna push for Drake. Yeah, we just wanna push the wave. Like before, after you got that kill, we wanna push as fast as possible. Your rockets, right? And then just recall. Cool. We know that. We know how to do that. Okay. But then the second thing is, like you said, slow pushing and freezing. What does slow pushing mean? What do you do with the wave when you slow push?
So it's kind of snowballing like a bigger minion wave into their turret.
But how do you take the minions? How do you hit minions? When do you hit them?
Just before they die.
Just last hit, nothing else, right? You only last hit. That's a slow push. Great, good. I'm glad you know that. Good. Now, what's a freeze? How do you freeze?
That one I'm not entirely sure on. Mostly I just try to keep the minions about the same and try only to last hit.
Okay, so you see, you try to last hit only, right? So it's basically kind of like a slow push, except the wave is not going anywhere because they have bigger wave. That's it. So it's like, okay, so basically we push the minions, we hit them as much as we can, or we only last hit. And that's it. Right? Early game, that's all we need. Even late game, that's all you can do with a wave, really, right? Cool. So yeah, we either push or we don't push. And how do you know if you should push or not? Well, we need to figure out if you're strong or not. Oh, your jungler is top, enemy jungler could be anywhere. Oh, we are kind of weak, maybe we don't wanna push, we just chill. You don't last hit. Oh, your jungler is bot, there's Drake. Maybe you wanna start pushing now, get prior for takeover, who knows, right? Cool.
Right.
And that's it. That's League of Legends for you. That's how you make a decision, you don't get overwhelmed. That's it.
Okay.
Right? So, now that I've talked about this, what do you think here? What do you think you could do?
Right here, I would try to freeze it or just last it, like
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
That way it keeps the minion wave like more closer to our side than their side, because I don't know where the enemy bot lane is at the moment.
Yeah, so you know they recall, but you think they recalled a bit, soon. So they could be bought like anytime. You don't know exactly when. And they're coming, you don't know exactly when. Okay. So you wanna keep it slow, also Nautilus hook. So you wanna play on your side. Sure, you wanna have a bigger wave. In case you fight, you might have a better chance at winning. Okay, cool. Right? But it's always good to think about what would happen if you pushed. What do you think is gonna happen if you push this?
If I pushed, I know that my support is looking to go back.
Okay.
So if I tried to push, it would probably be by myself. And I don't really know if I have my ward or my token, or like my little vision token to put into the river at the moment. But definitely would want to put vision down if I decided to try to push.
Okay, but I wanna ask you about okay, let's say you push this wave. Do you think this wave would hit the enemy turret before the next wave arrives or no?
Probably not.
No, probably not, right? So you see another pointer that tells us kind of what to do. So if you can't even push it instantly, before enemies are back, why are we even pushing really? We're just playing on their side then. It's awkward. Our support can't recall with vision. It's awkward, right? So here, okay, we just chill. Okay, we are just gonna last hit. We get those sure. You don't wanna hit. Oh, you hit a minion. Why, right? You see? You hit a minion once for what? Basically, right?
Yeah.
So this is what you wanna get rid of, right? Here, you hit them twice again. No, just wait. You're kind of doing it, but wanna do it a bit better, right? You just wanna make up your mind, basically, right? Either push or don't push. Here, you hit a minion again. It was full HP. Why do you hit it, right? So this is what you really wanna focus on, right? Just wanna make a decision, go with it, and see how it goes. Right? Don't do the in between like here. Okay.
Got it.
But because otherwise, the in between, could turn into something a bit horrible. AKA, you're pushing and your wave is not even that large, so you might be more vulnerable, right? Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm glad here at least you're chilling. If you don't think you can do much, you wanna play safe. W, that's fine. All good stuff. One thing you could do though, right? Definitely. Here. We talked about this early game, right? What do you think you could do here?
Play with my support, probably position myself a little bit more forward.
Exactly, right? It's like to farm this minion that's next to you, right? You could be here, it's fine, It's like if your support gets hooked here, I mean, you can't really help. But if your support gets hooked and you are close behind them, you're not in danger. You use him as a mid shield, right? I mean, if he gets hooked, might as well be next to him. It's better, Might as well.
That's true.
Right? So, if he allows you to do that, like your support enables you to move forward, right? It's like in a war. If you can get terrain, territory, right? You just want to get them. Why not? It's not bad to get them, It's not like they're baiting you. Okay. Let's see what happens next. We're probably gonna just juggle back and forth. Okay. So here we have a situation. Let's see how we handle this situation. With jungler being here. Okay. So one thing here, right? You start playing aggressive, your jungler is here. Could look for something. I like that. Great. You have the balls to go forward. You anticipate the hook, which I'm glad. You instantly knew how to dodge. Okay, but now that the hook is gone, what do you do? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, try to engage as much as possible.
Just go right click, basically, right? You have nothing. The hook is gone, right? But instead, you see how you're still staying, stepping back. Why is that? What do you think?
I think at the time I was trying to get them a little bit closer to the Wukong
Okay, but
to
you
see
see
if the Wukong
how,
could actually.
like, we don't even need Wukong. We win the 2v2 because they don't have their most important ability, right?
That's true.
So you
Yeah.
could just be closer and hit Samira like earlier, right? And if you're
Mhm.
hitting Samira earlier, it's like now she might have died like already, right? Because you know now if the chompers weren't there, magically she flashed into them, right? She might have escaped, right?
Mhm.
But if you had more confidence, it's impossible that she escapes, right? Well, okay, this was fine, no problem. Right? But just basically you just wanna commit, basically, right? You wanna commit, right? You make a decision here. You wanna slow push, or freeze, or whatever, or push, commit, do it, right? See how it goes. Right here, okay, we wanna go. Wukong is here. You have the boss to step up. I like it. Oh, Nautilus hook. Okay, I'm going. Right? That's what you wanna do.
Got
Just have
it.
confidence in yourself because you can win the games. Yeah. And now, right? All right. After doing this, all right. Remember what I told you at the beginning. What are you supposed to do now?
Push the wave underneath their turret. Look for objectives. I think Drake is up at this point.
Yes, it's minus 5, right? But
Yeah.
basically, without fail, I told you like for sure, like push and recall, right? Or you know, sometimes maybe objective is available, sure, right? But here, for example, you see how you know the wave is under the turret, but then you see Wukong and Timo, but look the wave closely, it's not really under the turret yet, right? So you want to make sure when you shove and recall, right? You do it all the way, you know. It's like the waves. Look at the map. You look at the map. You just kill them. They just spawned. You can grab the wave under the turret or like close to the turret and then recall. You have all the time in the world, right? Another thing you can do is like spamping. So your jungler helps you push, maybe, or you know, you do it your support. Their support to help you push the next one because you're not in any danger. Your Wukong is bot, and if Timo is still here, he's not gonna get you because Wukong is there, right? So make sure to push the wave all the way because you have the time, right? Because now look at the wave. Now it's like Samira doesn't even lose the cannon minion, which is sad, right? She might not even lose it. Unless she goes in the river, then it's a different story. But, you know, you lost the wave, basically. That's bad as well.
Right.
So it's like, again, you remember how Wukong, no, sorry, not Wukong, Vel'Koz here before? You can use him as like a mid shield, right? Because he's going forward, might as well be forward yourself, no? So here, if your Wukong is this forward, might as well be forward as well. Like, who's gonna kill you? They're gonna go after Wukong, right?
That's true.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's cool that in League you have always so many like hints that tell you how to play the game. I feel like that's so cool. But basically, you wanna know how to play with your teammates. Right? Use them as like a resource in a way. You know, it's like if they are ahead in tempo. We're gonna talk about it in a bit. They're ahead doing things on the map. You wanna do things as well, especially if it's your jungler. Okay. Now, let's see. We reach the lane again, right? We want to think about those steps again. We want to think about what do we do now? What's the plan here? What do we think? Okay, so what do you think? What do we know first? Let's do those steps one by one.
So right now, I definitely know that the Samir is in lane. I don't know where the Nautilus is.
Well, you assume he's coming bot as well, right? Of course he's coming bot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that my jungler just recalled, so they're still in base. So I don't have that support if something goes on. So right now,
But you missed something important. Let's do it step by step. I would say it's important to do it step by step because otherwise you might miss out things. Because here you miss something important, right? Okay, we talked about Samir and Nautilus. They are both okay, cool. But jungler, enemy jungler, hello, enemy, right? Enemy jungler, you don't know. They could be anywhere for all you know, right? That's important to remember. You might not want to go too crazy if you have no idea where they are, if you have no vision, for example, right? You want to keep that in mind as well.
right.
Okay, now you move on to your team, right? Okay, you and Vel'Koz are here. Cool, from base, both of you, right? I think you recall this well, yeah? And now Wukong is in base. Cool. Okay, you want to see where he goes, probably, right? After a bit. Okay. Probably goes bot, I think, if I'm seeing it right. But then you also look at objectives, right? Drake is still up, I think. I think he did it, if I remember correctly. And void grabs are up as well. Okay, cool. Amazing. So, let me look at the wave here as well. If you don't touch the wave, what's gonna happen to the wave?
It's gonna push towards us.
Okay, cool. All right. So what do you think? What's the plan here?
I would let it push towards us because, yeah, like we mentioned, I don't know where the enemy jungler is at the moment. He could literally be in any of those bushes because we don't have vision. So I just, yeah, let it push towards us. Play a little bit safer.
Right. So you see how always when you're unsure, you can choose to just play safe until you get more information. Do that. Don't be afraid to do that. Playing smart, like restrained or like running from a fight, for example, you're not like a coward for running from a fight. No, you're just smart, right? Why you take a fight you can win, right? It's the same here. Okay. But instead, you could do that. But also, right? There's always like the option in this case. You're pushing, right? What do you think you wanna push? Why do you think you pushed? What do you think? Because this is not bad. And why do you think that is?
Why? All I know is that my support was poking aggressively, so I just kind of wanted to match his I don't know, like match his aggressiveness, I guess, by pushing.
Okay, but if you look at the map, right?
Right.
What could tell you that, hey, we could push here and maybe do something? What do you think? Right? Let's do 4 steps again, okay? Enemy bot is here, and jungler anywhere, whatever. Okay, we look at us here. Our jungler's bot, okay. Drake is up. No, wait. Kind of starts to fall together now. Like Drake up, jungler bot, we can push because we are strong. We just got like 3 kills, right? It's like, damn, we could push and do a Drake here, right? It's crazy.
Right.
We could actually do this. Or if there's no Drake, maybe we get Prio and just play with Wukong if he wants to invade, or who knows what's gonna happen, right? Basically, you wanna play aggressive if you have like jungler on your side. It's a good way to look at things, always, right? So another thing you could have done if you're not sure, like, okay, my jungler is coming, but he's still far. He might want to farm his camps. So until then, I could play chill, and then we could go crazy, right? But there's another thing you can do here, which I didn't really want to mention to not overwhelm you, right? But you can be the shot caller. If you see this, your jungler bot Drake up, and if you know you can push, shove that wave and go spamping Drake. A lot of the times, you just get a free Drake, right? And if they want to contest it, enemy jungler is bot, just fight enemy jungler. Their ADC stuck farming the wave you just pushed, right? So you can always shot call if you want as well, right? It's just a bit harder to notice at the start. It's always like recommend just play around what's happening, play around your teammates. Don't go too crazy right now so you don't get overwhelmed. But you can do this if you want, right? This is fine. Okay, so after you push this, what happens? Oh, now we transition into the in-game, nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, what do we do here? Let's see. Yeah, we don't... I can tell that you don't really have a plan, basically, right?
Yeah. I noticed that my Wukong is in their jungle for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why.
Okay, but you see how here, right? Being a shot caller would be insane, right? Because right now, all I'm saying is, either dive, because we have Wukong. You could call a dive if you feel confident. Or just go to Drake. It's easier. Like diving could go wrong, right? Don't want to risk it. Sure. Drake, right? And especially here, right? I see you running around. You don't really know what to do. You don't have that feeling, that instinct, right? But here, look at this. At the top of the screen. Isn't this crazy? Enemy team is playing void traps. Where is the enemy jungler?
Top.
Right? And also your jungler is enemy bot jungle, which means, my enemy jungler has to be top, right?
Yeah.
So there's another hint that tells us, okay, we push next wave here and we do Drake. Take this control ward, we shove this, and I will be spamming Drake right now. Let's go, right? You know, if you were more fancy, so you could try to dive then Drake, but don't overwhelm yourself, right? Just do Drake, whatever. Drakes are good, yeah. But what we don't want to do is like kind of chill when we have such a big advantage, right? Here at least, cool, we kill them. That's nice, sure, no problem, right? This worked out, right? But a lot of times you're not gonna be able to kill them. Instead, just try to get the free objective, right? So here again, right? Always remember this: the wave. Wave is number one priority for you. It's the easiest way to play the game is just look at the wave and just focus on it as well, right? Especially here, it's like minute 8, 40 CS. Damn, that could have been like 60. You just go to like those 2 waves and then this one instead of just backing off, right? It's that easy to increase your CS. You legit have to do nothing extra and just get this wave because it's here. You just thought you're gonna miss it, right?
Got it.
So here, right, you just kill their bot lane. Does this guy need help? Their team was top side. just take the wave, you know? Take the wave and then sure you could help after you take the wave. It's fine, right? But in this case you could, because you never really recommend to stay for plates. But if you kill them under their turret pretty much, sometimes you could even push a wave, get a plate, then recall if you have the time, right? But what's important, hey, the wave, right? The wave. Because now you do this, now you get the wave kind of late, and now there's another one. And now it's like, we didn't recall, so it's like we're not stronger than them because they bought items we didn't, you don't have mana. And yeah, if Samira doesn't take damage here and Nautilus comes, you could be in trouble, right? You might be in trouble if she's full HP, this tower shot happens, and she's like almost full, and Nautilus is here, that could be bad, right? And you see how if you recall this late, now, right? What's the problem here? It's very similar to what happened beforehand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, you just give them a wave for free, and you lose a wave, right? So instead, you could just be here, push next wave, recall. You don't have money for first item, but guess what? You don't need it because you come back to lane. You don't lose minions, and you're still stronger because you spend your gold, right? And you're never in an awkward position like this. You never lose XP, right? Because yeah, you got an item, but you're less a level, you know, and levels give you stats as well, you know. So it's just not a great idea to lose waves like this. And on top of it, you know, you recall, but your support didn't. So it's like now you have gold, your support out, and it's again awkward, right? So wanna really think about those recalls. And again, like easiest way, just get kills, recall. Right? Easiest way. Otherwise, we're just overstaying. And if you're unlucky, this game, you know, Timo didn't bother you. Imagine you stay and then jungle is bot, you just die. It probably happened to you a lot of times, probably. You get a couple kills, you wanna, you know, stay for a plate, and you get ganked. You're like, damn, my jungler. Right? This is why you just want to look at your team. Oh, my jungler is bot. Yeah, we can do things. It's here. He can help, right? My jungler is top. Let's don't do things, maybe. Okay. Here we have a funny situation. Okay. We can talk about this a little bit, right? I don't want to talk about mechanics much, but basically, also, where's your flash? What happened? Oh, this happened. Okay, that's fine. What do you think about how you reacted here?
A little too jumpy. Like I probably didn't need to flash.
Well, the flash, whatever, that's fine. Who cares? Whatever, that's fine. But I'm talking about like this situation here, right? Okay. So why do you think in the first place this happened? Why do you think? Why did you get ulted here?
They, sorry.
No worries.
They probably knew that I was alone, that my support was too far, and they decided to go and engage on me.
So your Velcos went to ward, right? Right. So if your support goes to ward, what do you do?
Should probably go with them.
Yeah, or just chill. Okay?
Yeah.
Another rule to remember that's very easy to follow, and it just saves your life. And sometimes even the game, right? Because if you do this before a Drake, oh, that would be a tilter. Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. So, your support wards, chill. Okay? So you need to practice that. So many things you want to practice, like pay attention to your support in lane, right? Go with them, follow their lead, and so on. Because more often than not, enemies will not. So even if your support doesn't make the best play, as long as you follow them, you have a very high chance of winning because enemies don't play together, right? Number one thing. That's the number one thing you want to focus on, right? And then those little Nautilus hook, watch out for it and so on. Yeah, you kind of understand that pretty well. You expect it, you can dodge it. I saw it's great. Your guys are good. Other thing is like, your jungler, right? What's my jungler doing? Based on the jungle, you kind of want to think about how we want to play, Those are the two main things you want to focus on. Nothing else really matters as much as these ones, right? So don't worry about anything else until you can really do these two things really well, okay? Right. Cleanse, you can't really cleanse Nautilus because he knocks you up, whatever. Doesn't matter, right? Oh, choppers, you place them on top of them, they're just gonna go through them, whatever, right? Doesn't matter. Mechanics don't matter. What matters? Well, the fact that our support is warding, right? And we are staying on lane alone when support is warding. That's matter. Yeah. That's what matters, not your mechanics. They don't matter, right? That's why I never focus on them.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So here they died. Samira died. This is coming back. Do you see that? Okay. But now it's a cool moment where what do you think you should do and why, basically, right? You kind of want to do those 4 steps real quickly and figure out what to do. What do you think?
So minion waves in that position. Take a look at the enemies. ADC's dead. I can either go group with my team and look for a fight, or just push bot. I think the safer call would be to push bot.
Yeah. So if you push this next wave, right, it's gonna crash. Right, the next wave is about to appear. It's not even a cannon wave, right? So if you can push this, and it's gonna crash 100%, right? And if you look at the Samira, right, she's not even respawned yet, so she loses this entire wave if you push this. Okay, cool. And after this, well, whatever, you could play for plays, go with your team, it doesn't even matter, right? You just wanna push. That's what's important here. Yeah, just you're doing it. You're pushing it. It's great. You push this wave, okay? And now you just want to assess your situation, see what you can do. Right? In this case, Wukong is mid, can't really go, it's too far. Tank is not even up. We have vision. If Timo wants to gank, we have good vision. Yeah, just play for plates, punish this guy under turret. Why not get played? This is great stuff. Alright. Almost got hooked, but it's fine. But now no hook, right? So you decide to go in. You see the difference from before? No hook, we go in. You legit right click and you won. It's insane. And this is amazing. That's what I really like about League. That's it, right? That's it. Right? It's just great to see that you can do it, You just gotta think about it ahead of time. And you're always gonna do it without fail. And you're just gonna climb because of it. Okay, and now you kill the Samira, right? What do you think you should do again? Remember?
Push and go bot or go back.
Exactly. Ward here. I mean, why? Because you push and you're out anyway. Don't ward. Right? Sure, you can ward if you want, but you gotta push first. Push first. Then, if let's say you wanna stay for turret because you think you can do it, ward now. You push this. Now you can go here, ward the tribush, and come back. You can do that, right? But wave first before anything else. Remember that, okay?
Okay.
Because it's just easier to play that way. And it's most of the time correct. Alright. And now you took this. And now you think about going with your team, right? Especially because you see Drake respawning. You look for an ulti, which is nice. Cool. And here you ping it. But you should definitely go crazy with the pings. It's gonna have a funny fight here.
Yeah.
Try to tank for feast. It's nice. But what's really important here is you kind of want to think about, do I fight or do I not fight, basically, right? So what do you think? Should you fight or not? Do you win the fight or not?
I think we would have won the fight. I mean, there's only 2 of them from what I can see. Wukong comes around, Vel'Koz is there. I think the Fizz goes back.
Okay, but you think you can win because look, we got engaging. right?
Yeah, and then
And
Jin
you get
showed
your
up.
passive, and if you... So I think you can tell the problem here, which happened before, it's committing, right? So we have this happening, right? And let's say, okay, you want to be nice and tank the Gene ult, cool. But now it's like, okay, do I fight or not? Right? Now you want to think, okay, do I fight or do I not? And you do it. There's no in between. There's no, oh, I'm gonna stay here, run around, oh, and now maybe I want to fight. But it's like if you went in instantly, Samira is dead, or
Yeah,
Nautilus is dead, you kill the other one, and get away from Jin, right? And you don't lose
yeah,
Drake. Mhm.
yeah.
So you just want to commit, basically, right? Look at the fight, make a decision, basically, right?
Got it.
And the cool part is that you could say, oh, but in a real game, it's very hard to know right now. It's like I don't have like a second to make decisions. It's kind of complicated, right? It's the same as the previous situation. This is not the deciding point. It's all the way back with the wave. We push the wave. My turret is solo, might as well take the turret. And now we go in the river. Okay, look, Samira is gonna be here in the fight later a bit because she has to deal with the wave. So now we fight. We fight. You just go, you fight, right? This is when we make the decision. Do we go or no? And if you do that, right, here, you could just, spamping the Drake so your teammates come here faster. But if they don't, go with them. Go together with them, If they, let's say they wanna do something mid, go with them, whatever. Okay?
Got it. Okay.
So that's easier to play than just make decision in the middle of a severe situation. So basically just wanna go with the team or just mind your own business. Always think about that. Alright. Mid game begins. Because the first turret falls bot lane. So you probably go mid most of the time. And now, let's see. We have a little Jin here. So he's just gonna die. You flashed your ulti, right? Yep. Okay. Happens. Alright. Now, let's talk about... I think Drake is still up. Perfect. This is the first time we talk about tempo. Have you seen me talk about tempo before? What do you think? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take my trusty map here. I love this map. And let's just think about... I'll just draw this situation on the map right here. So basically Jin is dead. Alright. So top lane, whatever. We have everybody around here somewhere, whatever. It's not exactly important, exact situation. Maybe your support is further back a bit. Okay, cool. So their Jin is dead. And you just... something like this potentially happening, right? Oh, okay. So we have this situation, right? And I mean, here we don't really see their top laner. We haven't seen him in a while. So, about before this Drake happened. Perfect. We don't know where the top laner is yet. Cool. So, now let's draw. This is what we call tempo lines, right? If you want to be on front tempo, basically, right? You just, you either hit a turret or you go Drake or whatever. It's kind of like the front tempo-ish. You want to be around here doing things, right? You're mid laner in your jungler here. You're kind of looking for Drake, maybe. You are playing together here, right? And your support is kind of back here with your top laner, right? On this line, basically, right? Okay. Now, enemies, one of them is dead. Okay. But other 4 could be around here, right? You just don't know. You have no information yet. You only see Nautilus mid. But other ones, if you don't know where they are, where are they? If you don't know where the enemy top laner is, where's the top laner?
Yeah, they can be literally anywhere.
It's here, look. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So right now, there's Drake up. This situation happens. 3 you don't see, you assume they're here. What do you do? What's the decision here? Do we Drake or no?
No.
Perfect, right? And here, instead of going towards this Drake, what do you think you should do instead then?
Probably just hang out in bot jungle or maybe catch a wave down there on the bot lane.
Okay, interesting decision. So let's look at our options, basically. What could you possibly do right now? So you said go bot lane, hang around the jungle. What else?
We could actually do the dragon or the drake.
Sure, but we are the universe. We decide we don't do it. Right?
Go mid lane. Probably
Okay,
push.
okay, right? So again, we're going to talk about the thing that works 90% of the time, right? You as an ADC, mid wave is mid, you go mid wave, and then you think about anything else, right? So our goal right now in mid game is to turn League of Legends from a MOBA into a turn-based game, right? Because it's easier to play a turn-based game because you have so much time to think and it's way nicer, right? It doesn't matter what you do mechanically because you just made the right decision during your turn and you win, right? So, mid-wave, then you make a decision, you do something. Oh, mid-wave is back to mid, you go get mid-wave, then you go do something else. Mid-wave, something else. Drake is up, mid-wave, oh, mid-wave, then Drake. Mid-wave, Drake. Mid-wave, something else. Nothing happening again, mid-wave. That's what you do, okay? That's how you're going to play the game from now on. Easiest way to play the game, right? Yeah. You just push this. Now, like, okay, we want to look at the map, what do we do? Look at this, right? But basically, right now, if you look at the map, it's very tiny, but we can tell it's 3 of you here and potentially 4 enemies around you. So there's no way we kind of stay this aggressive, try to hit Nautilus and try to go for this Drake right now, right? It's kind of crazy. So instead, let's just get that mid-wave. Mid-wave is chill, you know, if it's in the middle of the map, it's a wide lane, if you see them, you just run away. If you have jumpers, you're chilling, right? But instead, right, we want to go here. Ooh, we get hit by a mushroom. Imagine if the enemies were here as well to engage on you. Oh, would you look at that? That's there. Oh, they're here. Damn. So it's like, not great, right? This fight is not looking good, right? Damn, who could have predicted this, right? It's like League of Legends. It's like hard game. It's hard to predict what's gonna happen. It's like no way. So this never fails, right? Do this every time after every mid wave. You're never gonna die for no reason again. That is that simple. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's how you do League of Legends. Alright? That's the most important thing you want to focus on. The single most important concept. If you can do this right, you climb. You said, what do you say? You said gold?
Ideally I'd love to
that's
gold.
Too small for you if you can do it. That's at least diamond, probably, at least. If you can do this right. That's how crazy it is. I'm not saying bullshit. It's crazy. It's insane. I've seen people go from silver to emerald. They learn this and that's it. It's crazy. Okay? It's insane. Right? Cool. So, you respawn. Where do you go?
Should go mid lane.
Okay, always, again, my goal is to give you habits that you can follow and they work like every time. Respawn, go mid. Go mid. And then from there, then you decide, oh, maybe I need to cash this bot away because nobody. Cool, we go cash bot. But it's like if you go bot and a Herald fight happens, well, you have no options. You can't go Herald. But if you go mid and fight happens on Herald, oh, now you can go, right? So go mid first, give yourself more options, and then make a decision. That's always you want to do that after respawn. Otherwise, it's going to be awkward. I get this wave, but there's the Teemo, and we die. But imagine if instead of staying bot here, 2v1ing a Teemo, we would go mid, and then there's the Herald fight, and then in the Herald fight, we would actually win it with our help, right? Look, it's so close right now. Look, it's like we would destroy them, and then we get a Herald. It's like they're kind of winning, but you see them, it's like, so sad, right? It's like you being there would have made a difference. I think we can agree, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so close. Huh? It's like, damn. All I had to do is legit run it down mid. That's all I had to do, and I would have won. Wow. Right? So you see, like, these habits you just do every time, they work. It's absolutely insane. It's just crazy. All right. So respawn. Go mid. This is much better. This I like. All right. Now we're talking. Alright. Now we go mid, and when we reach this point, we start to think. Okay, there's a mid wave. Okay, we just want to look at tempo. 2 allies are dead. Okay, and Vel'Koz is still in base. So we are very weak right now, right? We're very weak. Like 2v5 potentially crazy, right? So while you do want to get a mid wave, you should be careful. You should ward and then try to get it. Right? If he gets it, whatever. At least somebody got it, right? But what you don't want to do is... What do you think? What don't you want to do here?
Push past your tempo line.
So if you're ahead of tempo, right? But your teammates are not, what do you do?
Go probably fall back to closer to where the rest of the team's at.
Right? So if this happens, you find yourself in this situation, always wanna merge the lines, right? You kind of wanna maybe fall back a little, they walk up a little. Suddenly those two lines become one. And it's like, okay, now we are playing together, now we are talking. It's much better, right? Looks way nicer. Okay? So always want to do that. Always want to merge the lines. But oh, what if the opposite happens? Teammates are doing things, but you're not. Right? What do you think? Let's say, I don't know, Herald is up, and you just despawned, and there's a bot wave. Not the largest, just a bot wave you might want to catch right now. And the Herald is up, and this is kind of what's happening with your team. What do you think you should
do? Push up to meet the rest of your team.
Yeah, so it's like teammates are on tempo. They're doing things. They might fight because there's Herald, and who knows what's happening, right? You wanna merge the lines, you know? Like catching this wave, you know, if there's an enemy bot, yeah, I mean, okay, cool. If that's the case, then suddenly the tempo line, where's my thingy majiggy? Suddenly the tempo line becomes kind of like this instead, right? Cool. This is the tempo line, right? You see how going bot? Yeah, you're playing with your teammates if you go bot right now. You're on tempo. But if this is your line, right? You don't go bot here. Okay? You merge the lines. Okay? So this is the concept you wanna master. Right? If you do this, you're just not gonna die like here. Here you're probably gonna die if you keep staying longer. It's like no way you don't. It's crazy. Like what the hell are we doing here? Like even if Vel'Koz catches up, we're still 3v4. Samira bot, it would be 4 enemies, right? So let's see. Did you predict the future? I'll try to dive the Jhin. Man, what are the enemies? They should punish you like crazy, right? But this is the beauty of League, right? You don't have to play perfectly. But you know, you don't die, but Fizz dies. So you're basically staying mid-killed Fizz, basically, right? In a way, when you think about it, you killed your teammate, right? But and your team got Herald. Oh, they made you flash. Fizz died. Damn. It's like, who could have predicted such a thing? Damn. Right? It's just so cool to see like everything falls together. It's crazy how the game is when you think about it, right? And even here, again, why are we still fighting? Why? Look at this. Look, Wukong is there, he's far away. There could be, 3 enemies here. I don't know. And there are 3 enemies, exactly 3. Right? So we're lucky we didn't die again. Like we're lucky. Can't rely on luck to climb. It's not a gambling game. But even though you didn't die, you lost a wave mid, which is not great. And you lost a fight, you killed your teammate, it's crazy. Alright, and here again you see how you went towards bot. No, go mid. And then think. And if you go mid instantly, oh, teammates are fighting. Oh, I'm already going there. Yeah, good. Right? Instinct to go towards mid. And if you go mid, nothing happening, and it's a huge wave bot, sure, you could start going bot. It's not like you lose much time compared to going straight. It's fine. Right? Okay, see here. Oh, imagine you went bot. Now you want to go top. If you went bot, you would not be able to do that. So that's great. Alright. This happens. Stay max range. I like that. Cool. Very, very nice. I'm glad you stay max range and not get closer. That's an amazing habit you have. This guy's gonna get flanked. Ribozo, maybe. Hopefully. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens next. Okay. This is what I just want to look at for this to the session. Tempo. Nothing else matters, right? Okay, here. Okay, we see Samira bot, right? But now that came bot, you see how well that mid wave is wasted now, right? So always here, right? They say, okay, Samira's here, maybe we could try to kill her. Cool, we could do that, sure, maybe. TP happens and Samira runs away, right? Well, they're not catching her anymore. So might as well go mid now. Okay, I'm gonna catch that wave. Okay, so basically, to not overwhelm you, right? This tempo is, you always want to respect it, right? But basically, think about the tempo after you push the mid wave. Okay, make it turn-based game, right? Here, this is Drake, right? But you want to get on mid wave first, and then see about the Drake, right? Why is it so important? Well, because always, like, getting that mid wave allows you to, first of all, apply more pressure on the enemy. How? Well, because if there's a mid wave, now somebody in an enemy team like Samira might just go grab that wave, so you can fight 5v4 on Drake now, because the enemy this is mid now, pushing that wave back that you just pushed. Amazing, right?
True.
Or, if you push mid wave first, and you don't think there's a potential at the Drake fight, or you don't see, an engage or anything, or you think it's a bad fight because you have less numbers, you keep pushing mid lane, and you get a turret, and keep going. You could even, today, one of my games today, I just didn't see potential in the Drake fight, so I said, you know what, I'm just running out of mid, and I just end the game. I hit Nexus. Wow, that's crazy, right? It's insane. It's so powerful to just push that mid wave, right? And here, look, you see, I'm not reading. I'm going back, left, right, left, right. Like all this time, we could have just been pushing mid, right? And if you push mid again, you make enemies move, and you get more information that way, which is crazy. Right. But now you see, hopefully, how here on the map, right? What do you know? What do you see?
Well, I definitely see the volley bear up top.
So what does that mean?
And the rest of the gears. So if we commit and fight, it would be a 4v5. Wukong's more towards the bot for whatever reason.
Here, he's here. Whatever, he's here. He's coming, of course. Right? You see, he's moving, right? So you assume he's here, right? So it's 5v4, right? You recognize it. What do you do?
You should engage.
You should fight. You right click, right? You go here. This happens. You go. Jhin. No hesitation. Your cursor left. Cursor here. Cursor click here. Go. Don't run. Go. Why are you running from this guy? Who cares about this? Kill Jhin. Right? That's not even going to do. Have the big boy Nasus next to you. No, this is nothing, right?
That's true.
So you could go on Jhin, Samira faster, right? And just kill them way faster, so you don't risk anything, right? Yeah, you didn't even commit properly, but you still won by a landslide. It's crazy how crazy. You just destroyed them, right? It's because we saw the volley bear top and we just fought together, right? It's crazy. Right? And now we could do Drake, sure. We could also just push mid, because for sure a jungler can do Drake by himself. You just could push mid and take the turret, sure, but you can do it after as well. It's fine. It's no big deal. You push it. Oh! So this was crazy, good. This was amazing. I'm glad you pushed mid, because your time menus are that great. Now, you see how if you draw lines here, what do the lines tell you here?
The lines tell me that Fizz and I are too far forward.
Okay. Because how many enemies could be around you guys?
4.
So it's like a 2v4 on the map right now, right? Which means we should back off, and then you ping Fizz to back off as well if you want. If not, whatever, it's solo queue, you don't care about him, but at least you don't die. Right? Great.
Right.
Or even crazy, if you see 2 enemies, including the jungler, going bot, you could do Baron, but that's too complicated. Don't overwhelm you, okay? It's whatever. You can do many things in League, that's the beauty of it. It's crazy what you can do. Right? But yeah, basically you just chill. You don't wanna, here, what do you do? No, this is crazy. It's insane. You're already staying, right? But you noticed in the end, which is nice, you backed off. Great, right? But make sure you do it in time. Okay, and here, by the way, right? We could just recall, like here we could just, hey.
Yeah,
easiest way to merge the lines is to recall, right? Your Vel'Koz is dead. His tempo is in base, basically. So you can recall, match his tempo, right? Fizz recalls. Oh, you could recall as well. right? So otherwise, what's gonna happen? You stay, you do this, maybe you take another wave, and now you recall. But you see how teammates are fighting now?
Yeah.
So it's like awkward to recall. So you have to cancel recall and go. Which, by the way, amazing job for canceling recall here. You are better than 95% of people. It's insane, right? This is amazing cancel recall. It's a skill to cancel recall to help to join the tempo and fight. This is great. I love to see this. Right?
Nice.
Yeah, even though sure it's not one well, because that the fact that you did it is insane, right? It's great. But yeah, you see how if you recalled sooner, you would have been with Velko sooner, you would not have died. So you kill Velkos in a way. Crazy.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But at least we are here. Nasus is here. Okay, and you see how your presence alone, you carried the fight basically. Like you killed Samira, even though you don't really hit her, you made her use everything on you, so your teammates kill her. That's amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least you're distracting Nautilus right now, so Nasus can do work on the Timo, right? That's fine. You're still the fact that you're here is massive. It's crazy, right? And that's important, Baulik. That's what's important. All right. Let's see. Nice. Oh, we are going melee against Samira. Yeah, I know I talk about mechanics a lot, but right, rockets are holy. Minigun not so much. Or late game, okay? Just stay max range always. Okay, good, no problem. Nice. Let's see. A couple more examples, because this becomes very repetitive, because it's legit, that's it. Like, that's it. You know, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So here, right? Let's rewind a little bit. Okay. So we have this situation. Two Velcos. Okay, Fizz is top. Wukong is here. Where's your Nasus? I don't see him. Where is he? He disappeared. Where is he top?
I think he's top.
Oh yeah, he merged with Fizz. They're farming together. Okay, good. All right. So if you look here at tempo, right? Great. If you look at tempo here, two of your teammates are top. You are here as 3 people. You see one guy. What are the 4 guys in the enemy team?
No idea where they are.
I don't know. It could be anywhere, right? So should you take the fight?
Probably not.
No, you should not, right? So what should you do instead, do you think?
This is a nice wave down there in mid.
So imagine you were mid. Damn. So here, right, you could say, yeah, I mean, if Velkos takes the mid wave, sure, I could go grab bot wave if Nasus doesn't want to get it. Cool, I get this, right? But now it's like, okay, you grab this one because it's here, might as well. But now, okay. So people are top. You pushed bot. Going further bot could be risky. I would just go mid. Default to mid. Default mid no matter what. Because if you go mid, if he's dangerous, we can sometimes just go bot again, right? No problem. But you don't have the option if you go bot, right? So here, perfect time just go mid, grab the wave. Because you see enemy ADC is gonna push that. You wanna be there to catch it. Great.
Got it. Okay.
So you go mid and you never get into awkward positions like this in the first place. If you are mid. That's the beauty of it as well. You can never get caught if you just play for the mid wave. Because you're never like missing out on those and getting caught from behind like this. But yeah, this fight, not great. 3v5 potentially. Right? Wukong dies. We killed Wukong as well. Because Wukong wouldn't really engage if he didn't see you behind him. Another cool thing to think about. Right?
That's true, huh? Yeah.
You know, it's like they died. Might lose Drake. Ugh. In this case, not that bad. Enemies are not very organized. They are never really going to be organized, right? But it could have been a lot worse, right? Especially if Drake was up. Like, we could have just insta-lost it. Okay. Here some increase happens. Cool, you're playing safe. Enemies are not organized. They are overextending. They are not paying attention to tempo lines right now, right? Because Timo is dead, right?
Right.
It's like they're low HP. You have everybody else here. The enemy should never be here. They should go back towards Drake, right? They shouldn't then try to force the turret. It's just crazy, right?
That's true.
Even killing Fizz here from the enemy team. This is a bad play from them. Like, even though they kill Fizz, it's not the correct play. It's just Fizz into it, but you know, you can't predict that it's gonna end, right?
Yeah.
So when you see they made a mistake now, and you get a Drake. It's crazy, or whatever. Do you? What happens? Does it go stop? What happened here even? Fizz is mid. Yeah, what happens? How do we not win this? Did we get... Oh, we are not playing together, I see. Okay. Yeah, we are... Yeah, we're not going together, basically. Right?
Yeah.
Wukong is there, you're here, there's on the other side, it's a bit awkward. Oh well. I mean, this is just gonna... Don't really need to talk about this. This is kind of like solo queue shenanigans. Every now and then, whatever, right? But...
Mhm.
It is good to see like how enemies can int as well, and how you can int as well. And it's like ebb and flow back and forth. Okay. Let's see. You mess with the bear? Oh boy. Okay. So,
He's
now on,
huge. No.
from now on, you never try to 1v1 top laners. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. I say here. You see how your Wukong and Fizz are coming, right?
Mhm.
Wait, just wait. They're coming.
Just wait.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Just wait for them. They're gonna be here. You kill him. Cool, right? Or if if he does this to you, right, and you die anyway, at least make his allies are closer to you. So there's no way Volley now kills your allies as well, right? Or in this case they have time to send reinforcements. The enemies again are kind of inting, like they're playing outnumbered, so they lose. Even though you died, they messed up so badly it doesn't matter. Again, this is the beauty of solo queue. You can make 50 mistakes, right? I'll take the Swiss cheese model here. So basically, like you could make mistakes here. It goes to the hole. A mistake here, it goes to the wall, no problem. Oh, but here you just say, no more mistake. And the game is fine, we win. But if you just keep making mistakes, then you, of course, you lose, right? But all it takes is like just one well is all it takes. It's like, that's it. Let's say you don't die here to Volibear. Instead you wait for your team, then you grab mid wave. Actually here, if you don't die to Volibear and you kill them like this, 3 of them, and you are not dead, what does this mean? You could get Baron, right? You get Baron, game over, you win. That's it. Because you didn't make one of them, right? It only takes one well. It's insane, right? That's why I like League of Legends so much. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Challenger players, rank 1, US, Korea, doesn't matter, China, super server, they make mistakes all the time. They just make a bit less than the other players, and that's why they're rank 1. That's all. That's all they're doing. They're nothing special. That's it. They just have the consistency. Okay. And I'm curious. Yeah, it's probably going to be more the same. I wonder how the game ends, though. Because this is just going to be back and forth like crazy. And then I want to have some time to answer some questions if you have some. So let's see what happens here. Okay. That's 7-minute game, crazy. So they're here. Fight happens. You have all your teammates. Except Wukong that's pushing. Which is fine. If you can play it safe and not die, of course. You don't want to get melee, remember?
Right.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, a bit sad way to lose this. Okay, so basically, right? This is kind of, you look at this, it's like a 4v5 fight, right? It's a 4v5. The problem is, again, don't want to talk about mechanics, but stay max range. This Samira you destroyed. You kited her, you outspaced her, you stayed max range. She couldn't reach you. It was amazing. But do the same to Nautilus, right? It's like, yeah, I want to hit Volley because he's strong, but hit Nautilus is first. Don't just go hit Nautilus, okay? Right. And you can hide behind this little thing in case he hooks, right? And you W, he's slow, you kill Nautilus, no problem, right? And it's like if you kill Nautilus, okay, and they're further away, he would have died by now for sure. Now you realize, oh, there's 3 other enemies now. Oof. Go back to base. Get HP back. And it's like, okay, now Wukong could see, okay, either Jinx can hold 1v3 long enough. You could have Ronan, you could wave clear maybe. You could save the game, Wukong ends. Or you just wait in base and Wukong recalls and you could defend together, right?
Right.
And it's like, you don't even have to think about those things. Why? Because all you have to think about is max range. That's it, right? Again,
Mhm.
you have to simplify your life. That's all you have to do. That's literally it. Okay, cool. Honestly, really great game for review. This is one of the best games I've seen, like for actual like coaching session review. It's insane how many good examples we had, which is just crazy, crazy. It's
Nice.
amazing. So now, any questions? Anything you want to ask me?
Anything? I mean, there's a lot of good information that I'm definitely going to take into my next ones.
Yeah, I don't want to
There
overwhelm you.
was there was a there's like an app out there
Mm-hmm.
that it kind of simulates League of Legends, where it lets you practice last hitting, kiting, and stuff like that. What do you think about those?
Oh yeah, I got like a few of those offers, like from for sponsorship and so on, partnership, but I turned them down because that's not League of Legends. Like, it's like you simulate League of Legends, so on. It's just like VR simulates real life, but it's not really
Hmm.
real life. It's like practicing dodging, last hitting in one of those simulators. I feel like it doesn't matter because, especially looking at this, you can farm, no problem. You can last hit, no problem. You can dodge those hooks. You have the mechanics. You can anticipate. You can right click, just don't go melee and stay rockets. That's all you have to do when it comes to mechanics. It's
Yeah.
like what you need to focus on is this stuff. Right? This is what you need.
Yeah.
You don't need those apps. Those apps, they don't really help you right now. They are
Okay.
not what you need. You are not the target audience for those apps, right? That's what
Got
you
it.
really gotta understand. Right? So don't. I would say don't
Okay.
really waste your time with them. I don't
Sounds
wanna
good.
like them
Thank you.
I don't wanna give them like bad advertising and stuff, but honestly, like that's the reality. They're not that important compared to this. Everybody can
Yeah.
agree on that, including them. They also know that, I'm sure. Right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, other than that, no real questions. I'll refer back to this video plenty of times
Hmm.
if I need refreshers.
Nice. Okay. I'm glad I could help. And again, if you have any questions, yeah, I stream almost every day, so I'm going to be there to answer them. Okay. No problem.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you
All
for your
right.
time. I appreciate it.
No worries. No worries. Take care and good luck. Again, you could
All right,
climb no
boss.
problem, right? Just walk on this and you're going to be just fine. Okay. Great.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Thank you. All
See
right.
ya.
See ya.